everyone, and thank you for watching. My name is Celeste, and today we're going to be making pot pie, jackfruit pot pie. All of the ingredients and the recipe will be down below in the description box, but here is a quick little preview of what we got going on. So if you would like to make some jackfruit pot pie, then stick around and let's get into it. I pre-roasted the potatoes beforehand so they weren't soft, or so they were soft when they went into the pie. Here we're going to be opening up a can of jackfruit, and I only used half a can, and I don't know if this was the best batch, to be honest. They were kind of like tough, hard, like probably not quite ripe yet, I don't know. But there's the core and the part that's not the core, and we're going to be cutting them into thirds, but I actually probably should have cut them smaller. The recipe I looked at just put the whole thing in and suggested cutting them, but I think I would have cut them even a little bit smaller than this, or shredded them beforehand. That's also a good idea. But there you can see the actual texture that we're going for. It looks kind of like chicken, kind of like shredded chicken, but there's our jackfruit. One jump ship, but there is our jackfruit, and we are going to then start sauteing our garlic. I used about 1 tablespoon of garlic in the pan, and we're going to saute that up a little bit and get that going. Then we're going to be adding our onion. I use red onion, but you can use whatever onion you want. I just like the color of red onion, I don't know. So we're adding in our red onion and letting that go for a little bit as well, getting it nice and soft just a little bit, and then we're going to be adding in our celery, and I used 1 stalk of celery for this recipe. This recipe I use a lot. I tend to be heavy-handed even in the amount that I make, so I meant to make 2 servings, but this is enough for 3 people, I would say. And we're also adding in our shiitake mushrooms, but you can add whatever kind of mushroom you like. But this one was actually pretty good, not gonna lie, it was pretty good. I recommend. And I also lightly salted everything just to get it sweating a little bit more, and incorporating that through. Yeah, that mushroom, highly recommend. I actually went to the store just to get the mushroom, and it was a really good choice, actually. I'm happy I did that. Next, we're going to be adding in our jackfruit, and like I said, I probably would have shred them or cut them smaller, or maybe even cook them prior to get them a little less that, but it's all good. And I also put in a little bit of water just to keep everything from sticking to the bottom. And I'm trying to kind of shred the jackfruit, but it wasn't gonna happen, y'all. But we're adding in some poultry seasoning. That'll really give it the chicken pot pie flavor. We can finesse a seasoning. We can finesse the flavors. We're also adding in some paprika, some oregano, or some Italian seasoning. You can use fresh herbs, but I didn't have any fresh herbs. I went to the store and totally forgot. So use whatever you want, to be honest. Use what you want. It's your kitchen. Also, we're adding in a cup of broccoli and a cup of our mixed veggies, frozen, because again, I really just didn't have time, y'all. I just didn't. This is so easy to just bop, bop, you know? So we're incorporating that through, and then we're going to be adding in some vegetable bouillon water, I guess. 2 teaspoons of vegetable bouillon and 2 cups of water, and we're going to add even more poultry seasoning and some parsley, some dried parsley, and some pepper, just to get that all going. Like I said, you can use fresh, but I forgot. So we're making do with what we got, and we're just incorporating that all together. It looks like a little soup, a slurry if you will, and we're going to be adding in some flour water, I guess you could call it, which is just a 1/4 cup of flour and 1/2 cup of water, and that's just to make my gravy. I don't like clumps in my gravy, so to help not do that, I make some flour water, I guess, and just mix it through. And you can see it thickening up nicely here. It's starting to look like pot pie, if I do say so myself. If you want it to be like a white gravy, you can add cream or non-dairy milk if that's your jam. But anywho, we're adding in our roasted potatoes and we're gonna incorporate that through, and we don't have to worry about those because they're already cooked. I know they're soft, I know they're cooked, so yes, that's a win-win. Just let that incorporate through all together, and here I have some, I don't know if these are ramekins or I'm not sure, I think they're ramekins, and I got them from Walmart and I'm just filling them up to the top, both of them. I don't know what size ramekins these are. They're pretty big. Usually I split. No, I could eat this whole serving. Never mind. I was gonna say usually I can eat it in half, but you know. So with our Pillsbury dough sheet, I rolled it out, and I had the biggest struggle trying to figure out where to cut it. So eventually I decided, let me just like imprint the size of the ramekin and just like make it easier on myself. I can be smart, you know? So then I did that, and now I know where to cut. So simple, yet that is not the first thing I thought of. It is what it is, you know what I'm saying? Place that on top of our ramekins, just gently on top, and we're gonna set our oven to 375 and pop those in. You could probably like put butter on this or something, but I did not. But that's your jam. Do that. You bake these at 375 for about 10 to 15 minutes or until they're golden brown. My oven did not cook these evenly at all. At all. But we're here. That's what it's looking like. That's not too bad. Looks good to me. And that's that on that, y'all. That is that on that. Look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. You can hear my live reaction here in just a second. That's that on that. Thank you so much for watching. Comment down below if you'd like to try this recipe out or if you have tried it before. Like and subscribe for more videos. I love you so much, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!